live from the Comedy Palace. Well, actually, Rand is the one live from the Comedy Palace, as you can see right there. And then we're here. What's today? July 27th, 2020. Just trying to get through this COVID thing, figure out what's going on. I think the Palace is getting started soon. Rand probably has some more news on that coming up. But first and foremost, let's get right into it. We have our special guest for the evening, the one and only Don Friesen. Hey, Don. Thank you for.
What's up, Neil?
Hey, man. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us here live from the Comedy Palace. I see. Well, you're not on site with us, obviously. You know, but
I'm out at a baseball game.
The baseball game.
Yeah.
Nice.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah.
It's hard to tell. There's a bunch. They filled it up with cardboard cutouts, and I just snuck in the back here. So.
Yeah, nice pulling the old, I guess Hollywood charm. With that.
Here, let me turn around. I'll give you the other angle. Here we go. There you go. See, I'm in the stands right here.
There you go.
Actually, I'm at a Trump rally.
Oh man.
No. Kidding. Okay. So.
I didn't know that about you. Yeah. And of course, that makes sense that you would take the mask off now.
Yeah. Well, you can't be too careful because I'm not 6 feet from the screen, and I don't know how far you are, but that would suck. Huh? That's the kind of year this is. Somebody's gonna be like, you can get it over Wi-Fi, right? What? Oh, come on. Seriously? Are you serious? It does not seem out of the realm of possibility.
Well, they heard that the virus is mutating all the time, right? So who knows? Who knows?
If it goes digital, that's it, man. We're screwed.
Yeah. No, for sure. Whatever virus eventually does is going to take out. Well, I mean, who knows? Who knows what it will do? But I mean, yeah. Speaking of COVID, right? This last, what are we talking about now? 6 months.
Segue ever. Dang it, why are we always choosing COVID?
Like, I don't know. I mean, it's been a terrible time. I don't even know how long it's been. Really, is it like 120 days? Something.
It's almost over though, huh?
Yeah. Just looking at the numbers, there's only 57,000 people across the country.
That curve is just like it's
Yeah, I think it's reflective of our math system.
Our math
system. Our education system and our ability to understand math over the last 15 years or so.
I love how Rand is like a correspondent at a location where nobody goes because everyone's inside because of COVID. It's hilarious.
I'm outside. Hoping somebody will come by and give me $1 or something.
Right. Exactly.
Without COVID on it, though.
Ever.
Well, it's been, I guess, rough times at the Palace. I mean, they were open for a couple of weeks and then they shut down again. But I heard that they ran that there might be some shows starting out outside.
Yes, we are. I'm actually in the parking lot. We are going to take this area here, transform it into.
Are you breaking something here?
What was that?
Breaking
We're going
news.
to transform the parking lot into outdoor comedy starting Friday. There'll be 2 shows Friday. Saturday. We'll see how that this will allow people to come out and laugh and forget about COVID, except in the jokes for a little while, that is. And so there'll be no cars here on Friday. Get your tickets, of course, at thecomedypalace.com. 7 p.m. is the first show and 9:30 for the second show. So you can look me up online if you have any questions on Facebook. And hopefully Don was supposed to be with us in April, but he's got somebody doing his exercise. The Brady Bunch. There we go.
I'm trying to get a normal background here. What the hell is going on? Sorry, I was trying to be not distracting me, and I couldn't find the right background.
No, I think they were all great, really.
Yeah, I'm a big background. I have a background fetish. I've been like playing with this thing since April.
So you've been doing a lot of shows then, right? On Zoom and whatnot. Well, what's your preferred platform? Is Zoom the thing for you, or?
Zoom's the only one I've used, so I prefer the one that I know. Although Ring is an up and comer, huh?
Yeah, the one that we quickly had to abandon. Yeah, that was the one. So like, I mean, you know, how has that been? I mean, how do you feel about, like, I guess comedy on Zoom versus the live sort of feel? Or
You know, it's not, obviously it's not live stand up, but in a way it is. You know, it is a connection. I do feel, you know, it's a lesser version of what we do, but I would
you,
compare it to, like, I did a show in a park. I'm glad you guys are doing a parking lot show with no cars, because I did one with cars the other day, and people were in their cars and they didn't laugh, they honked, and it was like the weirdest. I would rather do a Zoom show, you know. I mean, you know, I was outside and I got paid, but it didn't feel
I
authentic
saw,
at all.
I saw I saw a video one last weekend where they flashed their lights when they were laughing.
Right.
So the comedian lost track of where he was because he got blinded.
Yeah, right. I know I was going to do a physical bit on
So,
stage,
you know,
and it got dark during my set, and I was like, I'm going to kill myself. It's a 6-foot drop. I couldn't see the ground, and the stage was black, and I was like, I'm just going to stand in this little spot and go back and forth.
yeah, it is very different. I mean, I've done a couple of drive-up sort of shows myself, and yeah, I mean, there's nothing, I guess, like the real thing. But I you know, I guess in terms of staying busy, you feel like it keeps like the muscles like ready, I guess.
Yeah, I think so, because for a month I didn't do hardly anything, and then I kind of forgot my act. I've never gone more than 2 weeks without doing my act, right?
Right.
And I didn't feel funny anymore. And then when I first started in Zoom, it was still like odd. And now I'm starting to, you know, but I spent a couple grand on and spent a whole 2 or 3 months like getting the lighting right and getting my studio, you know, the sound right and everything. And now I kind of know where to put my notes for new bits. So it is driving me creatively, actually more probably than my regular act, because I have to constantly write new things because the same people keep coming back.
Oh, right on. Yeah. So okay.
And also, no, I'm sorry. I was gonna say I can also use like backgrounds, and I do I do sketch type things with videos and including people, and you'd have to see it, but I can do a lot of really more sketch based things that I haven't been able to do in stand up for a long time. So in a way, it's really fun, but it just doesn't pay.
Where could people kind of, I guess, catch you doing that?
I'm trying to think of, I don't even have a show to pitch yet, probably about 3 or 4 weeks. I do about one big show a month.
Okay.
And, if you go to my website, I will put it on there. It's donfriesen.com.
Yeah. Yeah, great, man. I mean,
I post it on Facebook, but funnydon.com is actually, usually when the show approaches, I just point whatever that show is. If you go to funnydon.com, it'll take you right there to that ticket.
awesome, man. Yeah, I think folks should check that out. You know, it's going to be a hilarious thing, as usual, hilarious guy. I mean, you've been doing this for a long time, right? The comedy thing. I mean, well, when did you start? What was that? You know.
Well, professionally, that's an easy answer. I started making money at it. I went on the road in January of '95, so that'd be 25 years, 25 plus years.
Yeah.
So you were 12 when you started.
Exactly.
Okay.
I did open mics for a few years before that, like 3 years before I ever even performed for a paid crowd, I think. So.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the case. I mean, I guess, how's that journey been, man? I mean, 20 years in. When did you feel like you found?
Well, I'm sitting in my basement talking to you. No offense.
No.
It was going pretty well. I was supposed to tape my next hour special that I'd been working on for years in May 30th, and just as we were about to sign, we were going through all the logistics with the theater and all the costs and everything, and COVID hit, so I have to put that up. So I don't know when I'm going to do that, you know. So.
Now, I saw on your website you have some dates coming up. Is that, you know, things that you're going to do? Or, yeah. I guess play it by ear. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think, you know, to be totally honest, my ears perked up when I heard the Comedy Palace is doing it outside. Tell me more. Because that's about all that's going to be happening probably for the next 6 months I would say for sure, but the next year probably. I mean, I hate to say it, but
Yeah.
we make the best of it. We do Zoom shows, we do outside shows. We just keep our skills sharp and keep laughing and letting our, not letting our daily life, tear us down.
Yep.
That's my theory.
Yeah.
Now,
I mean,
Don, you were actually scheduled to come in April. One of your shows getting ready for your big show,
Right.
and we missed out on that. So I'll have to talk to the powers that be and say, hey, he's willing to come down, but he doesn't want a 6-foot stage with cars pointed at him. Okay, that's the deal. He doesn't care about a dressing room, just no cars pointing at him.
Right.
So I'll talk to the powers that be, see what we can do. Very funny man. He's very popular down here, so his fans will be happy to see him again. I know that.
What kind of capacity? Like, what's the setup? How do you? What's the plan in a nutshell for the parking lot?
Buy it, but I was out here measuring today. That's actually why I was here and getting ready for this weekend, and I believe I can equal the inside of the theater. With social distancing inside. So
And
we can see
masks also, or
80.
no?
Well, they have to have masks until they sit down.
Right. Okay.
Right. Once if they're at their table, then they could, but we have to do 6 feet still,
Yeah.
because somebody could, sneeze and apparently go 6 feet.
And you kind of
So,
have to have ingress.
we're gonna put the
in orderly
comedians
way
in the middle of it, though.
Right. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I think
we're laggy, and I feel like I'm talking over you a lot. So sorry about that.
oh no, that's the I guess the challenges of it. But no, that's I guess it's pretty. I mean, I guess that's hopeful stuff. Being in California, people are doing outside shows, so I don't know. Maybe we don't have to wait until the year, whatever.
Yeah, Donna, I have a connection in Michigan for a show in December. It's outside.
It just depends on where Michigan is in December, but it sounds chilling.
It's in the Upper Peninsula, Don.
Oh, the UP. Okay, yeah, I'm in. I'm totally in.
Yeah, you and your snowsuit, right?
But I was gonna say, I know a guy who has a dog sled, and we will.
I grew up in Michigan. I don't miss those winters. So.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of I guess beginnings and stuff. I was reading about you, Don, and I noticed on your Wikipedia that you were in, or you had started a group when you were at USC called Comitas Interruptus.
Fake news. No, just kidding. Yeah, it was an improv troupe, and I was a business major, and I just fell in love with improv. My senior year, and I decided I don't want to do business. I want to do this. I didn't know I could perform, and started a troupe. Just didn't have any idea what I was doing. I was directing it because I was the one who, was like writing all the sketches and getting it ready together and like driving this whole thing. But everybody, all the other people in the troupe, fortunately, were very, very funny and talented, and they had some experience, so that really helped because I had nothing. And we got it off the ground and did shows every week in the park, and then we had a couple reviews at the end of each semester. And come to find out, a few years ago, my friend, a young comic, was talking about Comitas Interruptus at USC, and I said, no way, that's not still going. He goes, oh yeah, man, it's huge. They have like Saturday night live alumni. I think Jason Reitman. They had I forget who the other cast members were from Saturday Night Live, and just a lot of famous people. He said, yeah, you can't. So
that's awesome.
I went and watched them, and I did a reunion show with them, and I couldn't even make the troupe. You know what I mean? If I was to audition cold, they're really good.
I guess it's awesome that you were there at the origin of that. And is that kind of where you would say like your comedy career started? I mean, did you go out of college and work a regular job too, or was it, kind of?
No, I worked regular. I did everything really, and I worked regular jobs mostly before college. Once I got a taste of improv. I really wanted to be a sketch comic. I wanted to be on Saturday Night Live originally. That was my goal. And
Yeah.
and then, you know, once I got the bug, that's all I wanted to do. So I told myself when I got out of college I had to survive, but I didn't want a job that I cared about or that wasn't flexible. So I got a job as a waiter, and you know, it was a great job because it was flexible, and I didn't think about it outside of work, and I just, you know,
Yeah.
that for a couple of years while I did open mics, and then just quit the job and went on the road.
That's awesome, man. That's a great inspirational story, honestly. Yeah, and honestly, it's been a pleasure. We've always enjoyed having you, you know, down in San Diego at the Comedy Palace. Look forward to the next time you come down. Do you happen to have like a favorite Comedy Palace moment?
You know, I like when they pay me. No. You know, I have a general overall, just, you know, I only connected with you guys in the last maybe year, right? Year and a half.
Yeah.
I've had just overall very positive experiences. So I wish I could say I had one that stood out, but I don't. But
Just the fact that you get to spend time with me, I'm sure, just is the highlight.
I thought that was a given. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. Well, there you go.
I always regretted that I couldn't perform in the parking lot, but now that's apparently
Yeah, there are no more boundaries at the Palace.
I'll check the waiting list of comedians, see where you fit in.
Rand, have you guys figured out how many people can fit on the roof?
There's a few comedians I'd like to put on the roof, but facing the other direction.
Well, harsh words there from Rand Functious.
12 go up, 2 come down, right?
All right.
Maybe we can put a kiddie pool for them to jump into.
Yeah.
Well,
you have to win your part of the circuit to have access to a ladder.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Well,
Don, we have a comedian up there to repair him. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, Don, I really appreciate your time this evening, and you know, thank you for joining us on this virtual get together. You know, do you have anything, you know, coming up or things that you know, that the folks should know about?
I would just plug the you know, a show that doesn't have a date yet, but probably I would say probably about 3 or 4 weeks I'm going to do my next big monthly show. I took a little bit of a break on this when I wanted to sort some things out, but yeah, 3 or 4 weeks. Go to funnydon.com. You can get on my email list, and then I'll email you. Then you don't even have to like check back. You'll know automatically at funnydon.com, and you get a free CD download if you add your email list, email address. So,
is it Madonna?
Could you clarify that question?
The download, the free download. Is it Madonna?
Is it Madonna? I guess you'll have to find out. There's only one way to find out. Well, once again, Don Friesen, thank you so much for spending the time. It was great having you. Rand Functious, actually live from the Comedy Palace, and I've been Neil Singh, faking it from home. Well, thank you so much, guys. Have a great night.
Thanks, Neil.
You too. Bye-bye.